Good morning, everyone. I'm Roy Canthu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma, and welcome to the 90th Annual Independence Day celebration in the City of McAllen, sponsored by HEB. Looks like we're kicking it off, Roito.
I know, here it comes.
And we begin today with the McAllen Fire Department Honor Guard. They, of course, represent our McAllen Fire Department and our City of McAllen, posting colors at all special ceremonies. They're very active in this region and around the state. We have several members of the Fire Honor Guard.
And coming up next is our Grand Marshal, Sister Norma Pimentel, is the Executive Director of the Catholic Charities for the past 10 years. She oversees the charitable arm of the Diocese of Brownsville. Sister Norma operates the Respite Center at Sacred Heart Catholic Church.
And she was instrumental in quickly organizing community resources to respond to the surge of Central Americans seeking asylum in the United States. And then, of course, setting up those humanitarian respite centers.
Here's Mayor Jim Darling and his beautiful wife, Sandra.
They were looking forward to today, and they're always decked out. Look at Miss Sandra. Of course, she's in her little red, white, and blue gear.
And Mayor Darling says this is his 40th year watching this parade.
And look at the wave. He said he's been practicing the wave, and I'm pretty sure that they both mastered it for today. Welcome, Mayor Darling and his gorgeous wife, Miss Sandra.
And here comes the McAllen Express train, Roxanne.
That's right. That's brought to you by the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation. And our awesome City Commission is on board. Mayor Pro Tem and Commissioner Aida Ramirez with her kids, Karina and Alejandro.
Commissioner Javier Villalobos with his wife, Annette, daughter, Alina, Jaime's son, Jaime, niece, Priscilla Lozano.
Okay, and Commissioner JJ Zamora with his wife, Elizabeth, daughter, Emily. His mom and her husband are on board. His brothers, John and Jorge Zamora, and some other Garza and Zamora family members.
Also, Commissioner Omar Quintanilla with his wife, Nidia, daughter, Alyssa, and son, Joaquin.
And we also have Commissioner John Ingram with his wife, Miss Denise Ingram.
And of course, Commissioner Veronica Whitaker with her husband, Michael.
That's right. We have the entire city. There's Commissioner Ingram right there. Everybody aboard the McAllen Express train, and we've seen that train pretty often. It's widely used in parades around the valley, and of course in the McAllen Holiday Parade. Look at Commish. Of course she's having a good old time in the caboose.
She loves the caboose.
And here comes Team Red, White, and Blue. These patriotic participants are dedicated to enriching the lives of America's veterans by connecting them to their community through a lot of physical and social events. It's an all-inclusive organization for veterans, non-military, and of course their families, and they are carrying a giant flag.
And this is a new element to the Main Street Parade for the 90th Annual Independence Day celebration presented by HEB.
That's right, they have the giant flag guided down the parade route by HEB partners and members of Team Red, White, and Blue. So we love this new addition. It's perfect, it's 4th of July. Let's get a giant flag.
It's beautiful.
We want to take a moment to thank our Parks and Rec department. This is a huge undertaking, even setting the pacing for the parade, making sure that everybody's a car length apart. It's a lot of work, a lot of manpower that goes into putting in this day for our community.
A lot of coordination.
Yes, it does. I mean, it's police, it's fire. There's so many of our city departments and our city employees. Yeah, they don't have the 4th of July off. They have to work, and they've been in since the wee hours of the morning. So
if you see them out there, say thank them and say hi to them.
Yeah.
They'd appreciate it.
And wish them a happy 4th of July.
Coming up next, we're getting ready for a beautiful float that I see turning the corner here, Roxanne.
That's right, and it's another one of our entries coming to us from our presenting sponsor, HEB, and this one is called Land of the Free.
This next float features a breathtaking huge American bald eagle brought to you by our sponsor, HEB, and the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department. This float designed specifically for HEB Operation Appreciation, which was created in honor of HEB's Operation Appreciation, a company-wide campaign created to honor the brave men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces. Men and women who are HEB partners and customers, friends, and family.
Yeah, Operation Appreciation partners with organizations that support U.S. troops and their families in contributing time, talent, and financial support. HEB recognizes and appreciates the dedication, the sacrifice, and the loyalty that their members make on behalf of our great nation. And that is, you said it was breathtaking, and you are so right. Look at that bald eagle. Wow.
Here's Congressman Vicente Gonzalez with us in the Independence Day Parade.
He's always a repeat performer with us, and we really love having our congressman in the parade with us.
And we'd like to thank him for all his work in Washington.
That's right. He's been working hard, and he's been extremely vocal lately for our region, so we certainly appreciate that. And happy 4th of July to our Congressman Gonzalez.
Coming up next is District 36, State Representative Sergio Munoz, who represents part of McAllen in Texas.
And part of your area?
Yes.
I mean, McAllen is your area, but like so is Palm Mission.
McAllen. He also works really hard for issues that are important to our community.
Yeah, whenever we go up to Austin, our Rep Munoz always makes, you know, a ton of time to meet with us, and we certainly appreciate all of the contributions and effort on his part.
Coming up next is one of McAllen's own, District 41, State Representative Bobby Guerra Jr.
Yes, and he's waving that American flag proudly. He's a former KRGV-er, a former reporter and anchor, so he knows our business very, very well and knows the business, obviously, of lawmaking here in the Rio Grande Valley.
It's always a pleasure to work for him and his staff.
And of course, we have our McAllen Police Department Honor Guard that is coming up next. They are always part of these festivities. The ceremonial unit is composed of volunteer officers who are highly motivated, and they maintain a high standard of appearance and conduct. We have lots of folks standing up, waving, saluting. This unit conducts a 3-volley salute at Veterans Memorial events and carry and post the national flags at special city events. The unit also represents the department's 3 fallen officers at the Texas Peace Officers Memorial in Austin annually. They are always around at our special ceremonies here in the city of McAllen and willing to help our nearby cities.
And here's up next the Sons of the American Legion Post 37 with detachment of Texas Commander Juan Torres. Sons of American Legion Squadron 37 Commander Dennis Terry is also on board.
That's right, American Legion Post 37, also a repeat performer in our Independence Day celebration presented by HEB. And those are the American Legion Post 37.
No, that was the Daughters of the Revolution right there.
Right, the Daughters of the Revolution, and we have the American Legion Post Youth and Children that are coming up right behind them. We have the entire American Legion Post 37. They're all in on it today. There's our children and youth. Ooh, I like her
The American
umbrella.
Legion Post 37 Children and Youth make supporting troops, veterans, and disabled vets their #1 goal. And here's American Legion Auxiliary Department President. Joining us today is Gail Ryan, President of Unit 37, and Teresa Simmons Copeland, 3rd Division President.
I'm telling you, American Legion Post 37 is in the house today. They're a big supporter also of our war memorial over on Ware Road at our convention center quarter, so we thank them for that. I want to ride in one of those.
This is the U.S. Army Reserves. We are proud of the men and women of the U.S. Army Reserves.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing on the back of those units right there. Like we could just sit back there and head down Main Street and be real happy today.
Yeah.
And coming up behind our U.S. Army Reserves, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of entertainment on the street there. You can see them vaguely in the distance. Our cheerleaders are coming. That is the McAllen Parks and Recreation Dance and Cheer Camp.
This is a perfect opportunity to make friends and have an exciting summer. At Dance and Cheer Camp, you will learn of fun routines and show them off at a recital performance.
Which they're showing them off right now.
You will also make creative arts and crafts and play fun activities, but most importantly, you make great memories, best friends, and learn the importance of teamwork.
Hi, cutie patooties.
I want to sign up.
Sign him up. Roy Gunther wants to be the head cheerleader.
Here are our friends from the McAllen Fire Department Heavy Rescue Truck. This new addition to their fleet, this $800,000 fire truck will help in rescues. By the way, Chief Rafael Valderas did tell me that they rely on a lot of fire prevention training, and they've had more than 31,000 children go through their program and 9,600 adults. So that's a great...
Did you say 31,000
children go through their fire prevention training class?
I love that. That is so freaking amazing. I love that.
That is so important, folks. If you ever want to take a tour of one of the fire departments stations, let the fire department know, and they'll gladly provide it.
They're super, super active with the community education, so we appreciate our special operations truck from the McAllen Fire Department joining us this morning. And take a look at that guy. If that's not 4th of July, I don't know what is.
That's part of the South Texas MVPA, the South Texas Military Vehicle Preservation Association, which is dedicated to the preservation, restoration, display, and education of military vehicles. Yeah,
and there's several categories that are joining us today. Obviously, we've got our man on foot right there. And then we also have the war veteran, a 1941 military Jeep, which was used in Europe in World War II. That's our entry number 22. Thank you for being with us this morning, South Texas MVPA. We appreciate you preserving these awesome vehicles for us. And here comes the M2A Scout Car armed with 3 machine guns. We will not need those today. It was also considered an armored car, so you can see it's a combination of machine guns and armored vehicle. I want to ride in that one too. I
want to know the engineer who said, let's add 3 guns, machine guns that size.
Yeah.
Here's the Above All Pageant.
The baby pageant. Oh my God. Oh my God. The crown is bigger than her. Look at her. They have to.
Oh my God.
They have to hold it. And we're holding the crown for the baby queen. Okay. That's when you know you're a queen, when they're holding their the crown for you.
Can you imagine when she grows up and she's going to want a bigger crown than that?
I know. Look, she's a country queen. Love it.
That's the Above All Baby Pageant.
So freaking cute. I love them. I want to squish the little baby.
Look what's coming down the lane. So we're already gearing up for the December 1st and our incredible McAllen Holiday Parade.
That's right.
Here's a sneak peek of our amazing wreath float.
And if you can see it there at the bottom, okay, December 1st, 2018 is the date this year. And then we're also, look at that. Is there on the bottom left, if you can see that? Best parade in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Best parade in the world.
And look what's behind Roxanne. I'm so excited. And he's in shorts. Here's Santa with his reindeer getting ready for the McAllen Holiday Parade, the largest illuminated parade in Texas, set for Saturday, December 1st.
Remember to save the date for the magical event, which starts Thursday, November 29th and Friday, November 30th, with Christmas in the park, carnival rides, food, fun, and entertainment for the entire family.
This float was handcrafted by our amazing City of McAllen crew. Santa's sleigh has been upgraded with GPS coordinates and a guidance system that will trim down on his delivery time.
So that's really good news. We want, and there's a little bit of snow there. If you want to cool off, Santa's team of reindeer was also carefully crafted to ensure a safe trip from the North Pole. I'm sorry, that is my favorite holiday parade entry, I think, ever. It's beautiful. You've got the flying reindeer.
Look what's coming up next. The McAllen Parks and Recreation McFun Band.
You cannot have a 4th of July parade, or any parade for that matter, without our bands.
And it's made up of all 3 high schools, Nicky, Rowe, Memorial High School, and Mac High.
Takes me back to high school, Roy. Go Eagles. I mean, go McAllen. There's the McAllen ISD Bus, and that means that our school board is sure to follow. If you're going to ride in the parade, let's do it like that.
Yes. MISD School Board President Daniel Vela.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Danny. We certainly appreciate it, and I like how he's riding in style. Commissioner Veronica's probably going to be a little bit jealous. She had the train caboose, but he's got that cool truck.
Exactly.
Okay, they decided to just take it truck style this year, our McAllen School Board. I'm loving this new idea. Last year was vehicles, this year we're going trucks.
There's MISD School Board Vice President Marco Suarez and his family. And there's our friend,
Ito.
MISD School Board Trustee Conrado Alvarado, also known as Ito, and his family.
His daughter can belt out a tune.
The national anthem she does beautifully.
She helped us out for State of the City. We thank you, Ito, for sharing your daughter with us.
And there's MISD School Board VP Larry Esparza.
That's a cool vehicle too. Thank you, Mr. Larry, for being with us this morning, and we appreciate the patriotism. And of course, there's our buddy, also school board trustee, Mr. Tony Forina, with his wife, Miriam. We go way back with Tony, back to the
Radio days.
B104 days. Yeah, he has that amazing voice. It's pretty distinct.
And
He's
we'd like
always
to
a
thank
big
him
help.
for being the MC at the park early this morning.
Oh, that's right. He did the patriotic program, so we appreciate Tony for that.
Look at this float. Welcome our awesome state-bound track team. A special shout out to the twins, Joaquin and Julian Garcia, who are part of the team McAllen track team.
That's right, and last year we had 100 athletes who advanced to our state competition, and this year we're hoping to just add to that number, so thank you. Yeah, Team McAllen, go Team McAllen. I loved it when we had the Games of Texas here. There was more than 10,000 athletes that descended on our city for the last 2 years. It was such an honor to host them, and we know that these guys are going to make a splash at state as well. Oh, bringing out the class of 89.
The McAllen High School class of 89 is right there with their float.
I love it. Like, they're going to celebrate 4th of July. 89 style.
And look what's coming up, the McAllen International Palm Fest, which is showcasing some attractive elements that you'll find at Palm Fest, including heritage-themed costumes, piñatas, and fun cultural symbols that represent the diversity that can be found throughout the RGV.
The 13th annual Palm Fest International Folklife Celebration is shaping up to be one of the best in our history, coming to you on Saturday and Sunday, October 6th and 7th at the beautiful McAllen Convention Center on Ware Road and Expressway 83. And I'm told that this year they're also going to be using a bit of the McAllen Performing Arts Center, which is like an incredible venue, the best south of San Antonio. So if you're going to go to Palm Fest, you get to experience the awesome convention center and our pack. Mayor doesn't like when we call it the pack, but we're livening it up a little bit right now.
Yeah, this is the South Texas Indian Dancers, organized by the Soto family in 1971. The association was created as a way to preserve the culture and traditions of the Lipan Apache Indians. The tribe recently became members of the National Congress of American Indians. As Native people, they are proud to be Americans and participate in the 47th entry in the City of McAllen annual 4th of July Parade.
That's right, Roy. They are veterans in our 4th of July Parade. Welcome back, the South Texas Indian Dancers. I love that they're a part of our 90th annual Independence Day celebration presented by HEB.
Here's Fuchetto's Comedy Band of Wild, led by South Texas College professors and STC student members of the Wild Club. Fuchetto's Comedy Band of Writers and Literacy Discussion of South Texas College strives to promote all creativity.
That's right, their band is inspired by Spike Jones and, get this, Weird Al Yankovic. And they combine comedy and music, and they have a ton of events year-round at South Texas College. So welcome back, Fuchetto's Comedy Band of Writers. It's a little mishmash of everything.
This is called Let Freedom Ring, featuring an astonishing replica of the iconic Liberty Bell. This float is brought to you by the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation Department. Our Parks and Rec employees have turned into real float masters. You can spot their artwork here today and, of course, in December during the award-winning McAllen Holiday Parade.
Did you see that bell? I mean, look at that.
And, of course, they have Kirby on board.
It has the crack and everything. This is like life-size and very realistic, and that's all coming from our Parks and Rec employees. They've really turned into what you call float masters.
Yeah.
There's Debbie Lou Productions coming up next. We have the Beauty Queens that are on board. Miss South Texas Court, Brianna Ramos. Miss Teen South Texas, Miss Junior Teen South Texas, Valerie Castellano, and Little Miss South Texas, Michaela Garcia.
Miss South Texas Princess, Camila Longoria.
Oh, Camila. That's Camila. That's Representative Longoria's daughter.
Stephanie Mesa, representing Debbie Lou Modeling.
These girls all enjoy community service activities such as collecting school supplies for underprivileged children and visiting children at local hospitals during their time off.
Here's the James Nicky Rowe VFW Post 2369, which was established on February 22nd, 1932. It was first named the Rio Post. Veterans changed the name to James Nicky Rowe, honoring a United States Army officer and McAllen native who was one of 34 captured in Vietnam. He later escaped. Colonel Rowe was killed in 1989 in the Philippines. That's
right. He actually continued his service after he escaped. The post has received recognition as an All-American post. It's also been an All-State and Honor Roll post several times. Welcome to James Nicky Rowe VFW Post 2369.
Up next is the Department of Veteran Affairs, the McAllen Vet Center. Donning red, white, and blue while proudly carrying the U.S. POW and MIA flags. The primary goal of the Vet Center is to provide services to our veterans in the rural areas.
And vital services that our veterans richly deserve.
That's awesome that they go to them instead of them having to drive to San Antonio or elsewhere.
Right. And so this is their mobile unit. And this impressive float features a replica of the Statue of Liberty, brought to you again by our awesome McAllen Parks and Rec Department. It is called Liberty Enlightening the World. And aboard we have the gorgeous Community Center seniors.
From the Lark Community Center, King Silverio Rosas, Queen Rudine Fuller, Las Palmas, King Pablo Valdez, and Queen Irene Luna. Palmview, King Demetrio Mar and Queen Maria Mar.
Oh, a couple. Another fantastic entry. Kudos to our City of McAllen hardworking employees. And I hear that that's a fierce competition at our community centers for King and Queen for 4th of July. So kudos to the winners. Our little youngsters thanking our veterans for their services. And that is what today is all about. If you see a veteran out and about, guys, take the time to smile, say thank you. We want to remind everybody about all our events that we have going on today. Of course, our Main Street Parade is going on right now. It runs from about 9 to 10. And then we have the Freedom Festival from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Archer Park. Lots of fun, food, and games. What were some of the games that you mentioned at Archer Park?
They're going to have sack races. They're going to have the wheelbarrow races. And it's also hot dog eating contests and many more events.
I think it's going to be super cool to see the hot dog eating contest and the pie eating contest. So that's going to be some cool events. And then those potato sack races.
Roxanne, we could do it, Roxanne, if we really try.
I'm calling a win for us already.
I do too. I think we're sack races.
I think we're fast.
I wonder if they give us as the grand prize some fries or something, some freedom fries.
Or like a pie and a hot dog.
Oh,
not to participate in those eating contests, but just to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, tonight you want to be at Municipal Park, 7 to 10. Now it's turned into a whole extravaganza. It's not just the concert in the sky, and but that's what we're known for in the City of McAllen. So at 9 p.m., 7:10 a.m., we're going to have those amazing fireworks that our city is known for.
Coming up next, Roxanne, is the Military Order of the Purple Chapter 5077. Senior Vice Commander Daniel Romero and Chaplain Don Bocanegra representing the Military Order of the Purple Chapter 5077. Chartered by Congress in 1958, the Military Order of the Purple Heart is composed of military men and women who received the Purple Heart Medal for wounds suffered in combat.
Wow.
Thank you for your service.
We certainly appreciate that. Wow. Purple Heart for wounds suffered in combat. That'll bring it home to you. 5077. Thank you, veterans, for your service. He looks like he's having a grand old time. And he should be. Today's his day.
Mm-hmm. Look what's coming up next, Roxanne.
That's right. Our next float is sponsored by McAllen Crime Stoppers, and it's actually being pulled by the McAllen Police Department. Chief Rodriguez is going to give us some caps. So next year we're representing PD.
We have several cyclists riding their bicycles along the float, and we have folks dressed as runners. The McAllen Crime Stoppers program is inviting runners and cyclists to register for Viva McAllen Streets, a family event on Saturday, August 4th at the McAllen Convention Center. This year's theme is Back the Blue.
And I mean, backing our law enforcement is what it is all about. This is such a fun event, and you also do a back-to-school supply giveaway.
Supply giveaway. Thanks to the McAllen Police Department, we're going to do that.
Okay, and here we go with the RGV Livestock Show. The beautiful RGV Livestock Show float features a horseshoe and a cowboy hat to represent the heart of the livestock in the Rio Grande Valley. And today they are showcasing their 2019 CoverGirl Court, all our beautiful pageant queens, as well as bright colors that exude the joy of agriculture.
And here's Bridgepoint Insurance.
I like their mascot. I want his hat. We should have worn hats like that. See, that's what we should. Okay, maybe we'll wear that next year. No, I'm just kidding. We're wearing PD ones.
Yeah. Up next is Miss Teen Globe Pageant with Fatima Figueroa is Miss Teen Globe US 2018 and will be representing the United States this August in Guadalajara, Jalisco in Mexico.
Wow, and Vanessa Cantu is 9 years old and Little Miss Globe US. She won the state title back in April of 2017. Won the U.S. title in September, and she's going to be representing the U.S. in Beijing, China this September. Wow, we're taking it international.
Look what's coming up next, and they're getting cheers from the crowd. The RGV Border Patrol sector.
Here come 4 horses carrying our Border Patrol Gideon. These are special Mustang horses trained by our Border Patrol agents, and they are used to patrol rivers and northern counties. That has to be such a cool detail to be on for Border Patrol.
Protecting our country. Here we go, Freedom of Independence. This unique float features a life-size replica of the Declaration of Independence. It is symbolic of the night in July 4th, 1776, when the United States claimed independence and became its own free nation. Plus a conjunto right there.
Exactly, we got a little Tejano feel to our 4th of July.
Welcome to Texas.
Welcome to McAllen. There's entry number 61, the Mustang Club of America, South Texas chapter.
Time to rev up those 4th of July engines. They're the original Mustang Club in South Texas, and they've been nationally recognized for their shows. They also donate to Make-A-Wish and teach the children twice a year. Welcome, Mustang Club.
Our Mustangs are gonna have to compete with our Tejano Conjunto to take it up a notch and really revving up those engines for our fans today.
Roxanne, I'm still looking for a car. Would a Mustang be for me? I'm looking. But how do I fit the tribe in there? It's hard.
That's the problem, because we all go to lunch together and we don't fit in a Mustang, so I don't know if I'm gonna vote for it, but you would look fab in it.
I know, they look incredible.
What color would you pick if you could pick one?
My favorite color is red or green.
Okay, so you really wanna go flashy on me.
Yeah, I like color.
Yeah, well, we have a little bit of everything. You've got the
blue one, look at that blue one.
With the racing stripes. You got the gorgeous, okay, so here comes your red. If red is your choice, there's your red. I don't think they have a green one for you. We're gonna have to go to the dealership for that.
There's Augie from Bird Ogden with the McAllen Chamber of Commerce ambassadors.
That's right. It's time to welcome our McAllen Chamber of Commerce ambassadors, and of course, Augie is taking it to another level.
He always does. He works at Bird Ogden, and he's a great representation of what good ambassador to the city of McAllen is.
Yeah, so ambassadors get out in the community and they welcome McAllen businesses with open arms and are siempre amigos, and pues Augie's our little expert.
Yeah, big time. Great job.
Yeah, they all have to compare themselves to Augie because Augie's always on a level 10. Here comes the Winford Neighborhood Association, one of City of McAllen's neighborhood groups. This is the Winford Neighborhood Association, which is an active neighborhood association founded by Rebecca Garza in 2011. They focus on strengthening city engagement with their neighbors and neighborhoods. What a great concept.
If you would like a neighborhood association, contact the planning department at the city, and you too can have one.
I think it's good for everybody to know each other. And speaking of knowing each other, we know those guys. That's our McAllen Swim Club.
Which is a competitive swim team under the USA team. Swimmers learn swimming techniques and train all year round.
So they can train you, Roy.
With this heat, it would be nice to jump into the pool right about now, Roxanne.
Well, you can do that at 1 o'clock over at Municipal Pool. What is it, from 1 to
5.
1 to 4. 1 to 4.
1 to 4?
Yeah, 1 to 4. We have Aquatica Extreme if you want to take the family over to cool off after you've been at our Freedom Festival all morning long. Good morning, boys and girls, and thank you for joining us for the 90th Annual Independence Day celebration presented by HEB. Do they have enough balloons there?
I think they need some more. Look what's coming up next. It's a carriage. This beautiful patriotic float with a vintage carriage is carrying our new crowned City of McAllen Miss 4th of July Pageant Queen.
That's right, and our parks guy, Marcelo Langoni, took that pageant to another level this year, and we actually had multiple 4th of July queens.
The Palmview Community Center crowned these 3 beautiful young ladies June 16th, where they were judged on their introductions, patriotic casual wear, and formal wear.
We want to welcome all the boys and girls that joined us, and actually that's McAllen Boys and Girls Club. They were coming to us from Wonkaville, and you want to ride one of those?
Yep, and that's United Cities Car Club, which was recognized for participating in our 4th of July parade, numerous car shows, and Christmas fundraisers. They showcase their specialties in hydraulics, paint jobs, bikes, and lowriders.
Okay, you said hydraulics, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was...
Let me tell you,
that was
that's
a sample.
to another level.
Exactly. Again, welcome to McAllen, Texas. How do you drive when you're like that?
I have no idea.
That is a talented individual right there.
Wait till y'all see the car with the baby wheels.
What baby wheel? Oh my God. Yeah. How do they even maneuver these things?
The concept is incredible. Like, to me, this is like...
Yeah, it's another level.
An American craft.
America hydraulics.
Of course, hashtag McAllen 4th.
Right.
That's our hashtag for today.
Yeah, so if you're out here, oh my God, Roy.
Look at that. And
baby wheels. There's the baby wheels.
That's why he has baby wheels.
There you go, so you can do that. If you're out here and you're taking pictures of our awesome vehicles, United Cities Car Club, share them with us. Hashtag McAllen 4th and hashtag McAllen 4th of July.
Look who's coming up next, a group of talented young women from Texas Galaxy Pageant. Genevieve Vallejo, Junior Miss Texas Galaxy 2018. Lorena Lopez, Miss Texas Galaxy 2018. Reese Caldwell, Junior Miss Galaxy 2018. Larissa Rodriguez, Miss Preteen US Galaxy 2018. And Jody Langoni, Miss Preteen Texas Galaxy 2018.
Okay, that has to be Marcelo's baby.
And Leilani Warbeck, Junior Miss US Galaxy 2018.
Oh no, we're gonna jam out now. There's the Girl Scout Troop 196 and the Boys and Girls Club Spring 2018 6U Champion Dodgers team. Time for some Girl Scouts and some championship baseball players on board. We have Girl Scout Troop 196 and the Boys and Girls Club Spring 2018 6U Champion Dodgers team.
Proud to be an American, Roxanne. This impressive float is excessively handcrafted with presidents' faces to display the City of McAllen's American pride.
The float was specially handcrafted for this 4th of July parade by the City of McAllen Parks and Rec employees. The float department works year-round gearing up for our city parades, and it's also time to jam out, Roy.
And this next impressive entry is our provided by David Asada. It looks to promote motorcycle safety and awareness by reminding drivers to share the road and look twice to save a life. It's always a great idea to use extra caution around motorcycles on the roads and highways. Give them their space and keep them safe.
That's right. They can't compete with our vehicles, so just move over, give them some room, and respect our motorcycles. Thanks for joining us this morning. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, Clarissa Silva. This is a fan favorite. Everybody's cheering for them. FC Dallas RGV 2006 Boys and Girls members.
They're state champs, Southern Region champs, and top 4 best in USA competing for nationals in July 2018. Play local, national, international cups, won state and regional championships, played Division 1.
Yeah, and it's a combination of a bunch of them from 2002 and 2015 and 2006. We're all years. They're the Cranes.
The
Good morning, Judge Crane.
This float, brought to you by the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation Department, features eccentric decorations that symbolize the tropical city of McAllen. People travel from all over the country to run the McAllen Marathon while enjoying the tropical atmosphere of the city. Every year we have more than 1,000 runners participate. It is a USATF certified marathon and a great Boston qualifier.
Yeah, over 1,000 athletes run this every year. It's getting bigger and better.
Look what's up next.
Lax Furniture.
Celebrating its 83rd anniversary this year, here comes our Lax Furniture entry. They're always a big supporter of our community events.
Lax would like to thank the community for all its support throughout the years and wishes everyone in the Valley a happy 4th of July. There's Advent Pest Solutions. Advent Pest Solutions is a veteran and military supporter, and they give preference to hiring veterans. Glad to hear that. They participate in local events, and they donate services to people in need. Thank you to Advent Pest Solutions for joining us. They're a frequent flyer in our 4th of July parade every year. I love all the music that we have this year. I feel like we took it up a notch with the entertainment side of it.
Here comes McAllen's Elks Lodge rocks. Elks Lodge is proud to donate to the community every year by supporting our veterans and giving out scholarships to high school seniors. Welcome to the 90th annual 4th of July parade in our great city of McAllen.
That's right, that's Elks Lodge number 1402 in the city of McAllen.
United we stand, Roxanne, with this float. It's breathtaking. It has elegantly handcrafted by our City of McAllen Parks and Recreation employees. It features life-size sculpture of the symbolic American bald eagle perched on the stone surrounded by the red, white, and blue.
Conjunto, and then now we have Tejano full on. You can probably hear our next military veterans on their motorcycles. Yeah.
This is the Sand Devils Motorcycle Club. Some of the members are combat veterans. They enjoy raising money for charities. Their colors, black and red, symbolize those gone missing and the blood they have shed.
Yeah, well, you can certainly hear our Sand Devils. And there's El Pollo Loco. Yummy, I'm hungry. Check out the mascot chicken. El Pollo Loco promotes their always fast and friendly service, and they're eager to serve up their delicious, healthy food. Constantly have new items and promotions, so keep an eye out for them. El Pollo Loco is crazy, you can taste. The pollo looks a little crazy.
Yep, and here's the FAR All-Stars Navy team. This float is presented by the FAR All-Stars Navy team, comprised of 3- and
4-year-olds. Oh my God, they're babies.
Their float is festively decorated with U.S. flags and baseball gear.
Ay, cositas de mom. They're little. I remember when my kids, I want them to be shrunken like that. And it's Ronald McDonald time. Up next, we have him in his ride. And this is what he uses when he's in the Valley performing for local schools. This entry was brought to you by McDonald's Golden Aces and owner and operator Fred and Nelda del Barrio. Fred was actually recently named Businessman of the Year by the RGV Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So not only are they proud of Ronald McDonald, but we're proud of Fred. The South Texas Mopars is a family-based club that helps to raise funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation every single year. And they do this by restoring a classic car, and then they donate that vehicle to an organization which in turn raffles the car at McAllen Car Fest, which is always a huge event for us.
They're not just a car club, but a family as well, and would like to wish everyone a happy 4th of July.
That is super cool. Like
awesome.
they restore a vehicle.
The cars are beautiful.
Yeah, look at the vehicles. And so if you restore a vehicle like that, then they turn it over and they give it to a nonprofit who then raffles it. Amazing venture. You could have a Challenger too.
I know.
That's an option.
They're beautiful.
Eventually we're gonna get you a new car, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. Our vehicles here, they're calling you. They're saying your name.
Look at this float. I love it. This one's called America Rocks. Another float by the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department featuring a giant electric guitar.
Super cool.
Donning our beloved Stars and Stripes. Great job, Parks. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it is a great night to strum that guitar and rock out to some fireworks with our concert in the sky tonight at 9 p.m. You can grab your guitar, listen to 7:10 a.m., KURV, and they're going to have all that accompanying music as we have our concert in the sky tonight.
Look who's coming up next. Lone Star National Bank is showing their pride and excitement to participate in our 90th annual Independence Day celebration. They're honoring the 4th of July with their huge piñata. Lone Star National Bank thanks the Valley for their continued support and wishes everyone a great and safe 4th of July.
I like their mascot. He kind of looked like the Dallas Cowboy mascot, so now that's it. Like, he's my favorite mascot forever. Thank you to Lone Star National Bank, their employees joining us this morning. Oh,
wow, that was a good move.
Spin and turn, pageant queen. Loving it. Thank you, Lone Star National Bank. They're, you know,
that's what
revving it up a notch.
Having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Make it fun. Who is that? The RGV Toros.
Yes. New to the Valley.
That's right. Soccer team.
Here's this 1950 Chevy Truck was restored by Pedro Villanueva, the second in memory of his grandfather Pedro Villanueva, who was one of the first truckers who came to McAllen in 1920. This truck was used to go pick cotton, fruits, and vegetables, and it took 24 years to be restored. 24 years to restore that vehicle in memory of his grandfather. I love that concept. Ladies and gentlemen, this is such a cool masterpiece. Take a look at that. Look who's coming there, Roxanne. Yep, Elite RGV Agency and Elite Productions. They help to raise awareness for several organizations, and they host fashion shows to raise funds to buy school supplies for underprivileged kids. Elite RGV is a scholarship program that focuses on community service and personal development. We have our gorgeous pageant queens. Always a great part of our 4th of July Independence Day celebration presented by HEB. Here are some of my favorites right here. The MAE Power Equipment. They are high performance, zero turn mowers. They make tall grass short really quick, and they have fun while you're at it. They're reliable, and I'm told they have great customer service, Roxanne. I just want to ride one. I don't know if I want to cut my grass, but I want to do that. They're too fun. Yeah, they're just too fun. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do what that guy is doing. Thanks, May Power Equipment, for bringing those fun motors, little mowers and tractors to our Independence Day celebration. And wrapping it up, of course, for the City of McAllen, here's the ladder truck from the McAllen Fire Department for the 90th Annual Independence Day celebration. We have our towering and awesome McAllen Fire Department ladder truck, and it's beautiful. I love fire trucks. Yeah, me too. Well, folks, that wraps up our 90th Annual City of McAllen Independence Day Parade here in downtown McAllen. We certainly hope that you enjoyed the colorful floats, the exciting entries who participated in this year's community parade. And once again, we want to thank our presenting sponsor, HEB, for making it all happen. I love my HEB. That's all I'm gonna say. I know you do. You're friends with them. I know. Goodbye and have a great 4th of July, folks. It's all about freedom. That's right. Freedom and family. Have a happy 4th of July.